here's where I left off. But now we have to take the water pump, the heater lines, and adapt them to AN fittings. So let's get some stuff out of the way. These are pressed in. They're going to have to come out so we can tap these for AN fittings. Let's see how hard they are to get out. So we got it to twist a little bit, break it loose. Break this one loose. I don't think I got enough room. Let's see if I can get that one out first. Trying to be gentle because I don't want to crack the housing. Have to replace the water pump if I do. Alright, she's loose. So that's out. This one might be a little more stubborn. WD-40 helps catch a lot of that. So the big tap's not wanting to go in. Bullshit. See if we can open the hole up just a little bit. Oh, I'll need that. Cut to start on. Yeah. Should have done all this before I put the turbo on, but wasn't planning on it. Wasn't planning on using AN lines till I was way past that. That's sinking in pretty deep. So let's keep going. I think they sell a pre-tapped water pump. That would be nice. Almost. God, wearing me out. Trying to wipe this thing out good. Lacquer thinner. Teflon tape time. Other fitting. So this one needs to be tapped just a little bit deeper. So this would go in and look a little bit better. But it's in. It's got Teflon tape on it. It should be sealed. And rather than risk cracking the housing, I'm just going to leave it like it is. I got this really clean inside. Don't feel any chips or anything. Oh, there's one. So we get that out. I got oil on that. That should help them stick to the rag. I believe they're all gone now. We'll definitely want to flush our coolant system, which you should do anyway. But we'll flush the coolant system before we do a final fill. So get everything back together. So we're gonna have a lot going on right here. We're gonna have 2 AN fittings. These hoses will come off and go this way. Also have 2 AC lines coming in down here, so since the AC line is going to be harder to get to, let's do them first. So we've got those in. Now we need to set up the AC to receive the lines. So we want to get all our termination points done, and then we'll worry about where the hose is going. So that AC compressor is a SD7. We're going to take off that plate. We're going to put on this little manifold, which will accept the -10 O-ring fitting and an 8 O-ring fitting. O-ring needs to stay on there. Gonna be a lot going on in that little area. See what kind of AN fittings we got. And got these 290s to go on here, and I'm not sure that's going to work. I think I need 245s. Get it clocked correctly. Forgot my shrink wrap. Let's mark this. It does not like to come out. I'm gonna have to take the radiator loose and lean it back so I can tighten this fitting right here. Don't forget the O-ring. Make sure that O-ring's on there. So now we'll do our number 10 line. Got to get this one temporarily in place to see how we're going to cut it. Put these on the bottom side of the clip. Haven't decided if I like the shrink wrap or not. Might should have went with that cloth type, or either no shrink wrap. I can always take it off, maybe. I don't know. Don't forget that O-ring. All right, let's get started on this thing. Gotta finish hooking up a couple hoses. So I got my 45s in. I'd ordered 90s originally, but they didn't fit, they didn't work out. So I had to order the two 45s. I'm gonna have to, I think I can turn that and still make that work. So we'll see. So when I start running lines, I'll put the ends on first, wherever they're going. So I've got these two on the water pump. Got those two on the firewall. Then that's when I'll get the hose out and see and make sure that the hose runs the way I want it to. Before I put any of the ends on, I make sure the hose runs the way I want it to. The ends are in place, so the only missing link is the hose. These two fittings down here, number 10, a -10 AN. These two bulkhead fittings are number 10 O-ring. So I've got a -10 AN fitting on one end, number 10 O-ring fitting on the other end. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to make this work. So I looked all over the place and then I found the answer. These are O-ring to AN adapters. Uh-oh. So I've got my O-ring on there. It simply goes in. So this -10 AN will now go on my bulkhead fitting that was originally for an O-ring. It's pretty cool. I had no idea they made those. I was trying to figure out if I could get an AN fitting on one end of the hose and then try to make an O-ring connector fit on the other, because the hoses are different for each one. So there's your answer. AN to O-ring adapters. I got them off Amazon. I'll put a little link down below. They're real cheap. They come in handy. Now, I'm told you shouldn't use these for high pressure hoses such as AC lines or anything, but for what we're using it for, the heater lines, perfect. All right, all these lines are in. Got to come up with something to hold them that looks good. Go down and around and back to where they belong.